at this. Right now, they're talking about down there in Tennessee that there were Democrat, radical anti-white, so not anti-white light Republicans, but anti-white Democrats. You know what? Actually, that's actually a good thing. People talk about voting for the lesser of two evils. You're going to vote Republican. Just say you're going to vote for radical anti-white or anti-white light. Which are you voting for? Because in both cases, you're getting anti-white. Could you imagine if we got all white people to say that? You're going to be voting anti-white light this year? Yeah, I think so. Anti-white light this year. Okay, sounds good. You know that's anti-white, right? Yeah. The kids will figure it out. Even when the adults are not, these Zoomers are going to be having kids, and the kids are going to be like, you all are totally retarduses. It's anti-white. Do you know what you're saying? So the Democrats were in there, and they're saying, legislators down there are saying that the Democrat legislators were facilitating a riot to put pressure. Folks, this is not new. I want you to realize you can look back in the history. You can look about how the Black Panthers took over the state house. This has happened numerous times with firearms. With firearms, they went in. You know how many holes they would put in me? You know what I mean? I'd never find my ass. They'd put so many bullet holes in me, I'd never find my ass if I got anywhere near a state house with a firearm. That's what they would do. So why do we share that? Not for the double standard. We don't say there's a double standard and then think that we've done anything. Isn't that right, Darth Vader? What do we actually do? What do we actually do? We point out that the reason why I would be filled with holes is because I object to anti-whiteism. The reason why the Black Panthers and the reason why these little anti-white terrorists, they're all anti-white terrorists. Black Panthers, all these folks, anti-white terrorists. You got it? You say that, it's uniform, it's easy to communicate, and it serves our well-being. Why talk at this point if you're not serving our well-being? The reason why they are allowed to do that is because they want to inflict injury on Western kind by white erasing us, by white erasing our norms, by biologically white erasing us. Is this finally starting to click? It goes right into place. You know, like spider gears in transmission. Do you ever open up a transmission? Guys out there, real guys out there. You ever looked into a transmission, open a transmission, and you got all these gears, and there are different types of gears. Some go like this, but not much anymore. Most of them go like this for friction purpose. All right. They work very well like this. Thank you, white men. Thank you, white men. Get on your knees, bitches. Thank the white man near you. Thank the white man near you. They go like this. Oh, it's how your car goes. It's how the planes work, dumbasses. Thank the white men. They go like this. When you use the Go Free method, everything that you're looking at in the world fits together perfectly. You don't like what I'm saying? It's probably, if you're a male and you don't like what I'm saying, it's because you don't have a penis. If you're a female and you don't like what I'm saying, it's because you wish you had a penis dangling, not because you want one to play with, because you wish you had one on your body. You hate that you have to sit to piss. I get it. But all the other guys out there and the women out there, the real men out there are hearing what I have to say, and they're like, holy shit, this makes perfect sense. I fucking love this guy, no white guilt. That's what the real men of the West are saying. And the real women of the West right now, they're either playing the banjo or they're thinking about it. All right, let's watch. No action, no peace. The action I would give right now is chucking their little asses out. Well, some of them actually got quite big asses. I mean, if you look at some of these broads, that's how they get that name. All right. It's like, how do they get an ass like this? They would get chucked out. We would have a competition. We would have a powerlifting shot put competition. How far can you hurl these fat anti-white bitches out of the state house? Action. That's what we're going to have. This is terror. You know, these people who are elected, I want you to look down. Can you see like this one where I'm pointing right there? Look at this old guy. He's white capped. He's fat. He's got his white jacket on. Look at these people. These are state legislators. They're just like average folks. You know how easy it is to look at this one right here. You know how easy it is to scare them? These are not like Golden Gloves, all right? These are not like Golden Gloves fighters. And they're in the ring and they're like, no action, no peace. I'll beat your ass, bitch. They're not thinking that. They're scared. Do you understand? The anti-whites are allowing them to be terrorized. That means that these folks, even though you voted for them so that they would do things like protect your right to self-defense, they will cave. Do you understand? The system is anti-white. You can't just complain about it. You can't just say all the bad things that are happening and where it came from, who's behind it, and where it's going to go. It'll just get worse and worse. You're not able to know what's coming and somehow avoid it. You have to go free and use this very simple, straightforward method to recapture your destiny, mine, our white baby's destiny. You can't let college age and high school age anti-white terrorist bitches show up at the State House in over 1,000 of them. Did you see the aerial photographs? And think everything's going to be okay. You also can't go there. Don't listen to the people that are talking about violence. Don't listen to the people, oh, well, let's go out there and we'll just actually fight them. No, you idiots. The guns are held by the people that are allowing these. The force is held by the people that are allowing them in the State House to terrorize people. You don't have to be as smart as me. You don't have to be as intelligent as me. You just have to obey me. You have to use the concepts in your thoughts, in your language, in your literature, in the battles that matter, with your friends, with your family, with your, where they can't bring force against you. I have figured it out for you. Yeah, it sucks. I'm still alive. You're going to, and many of you are so jealous, you're going to have to wait until I'm dead before you're finally like, that was a great guy. I love his statue. I will fight to the death for what he had to say. But I'm still here, and thank God I am, because there are a lot of challenges to come. You're going to go ahead and have to live with the reality that you're George Washington, you're Patrick Henry, you're Stonewall Jackson, you're whatever you want to call it. Your Charles Martel has to be living for us to win. Get over it. No action, no peace. Look at this little bitch right here. Don't you dare call her a Karen. That is an anti-white slur. Do not use anti-white slurs. That's a beautiful white woman name. But look at this bitch right here. Foul demon. She's got horns under there. She's got a tail. She probably does have a tail. And she's secured it a very disgusting way. Look at, there's another one. Enough is enough. Yeah, it is. Bend over. Yeah, it is. Bend over, bitch. You know, why can't we just be men? If you're going to be a man, use what works. You don't even have to, you know, in other periods in history, I got to talk to the guys for a moment. I'm talking to the guys for a moment. Are you listening to me? In other periods in history, when your legitimate leaders came to you, like I'm coming to you now and have been for decades, when they came to you, you had to do things like march off to conflict and have limbs blown off. You had to watch your friends have their limbs blown off. I have a way that you can win, and all you have to risk is that some little bitch might say, "You're racist." And that's why you run and want to do things like show up and want to fight a mob at a state house, because you're too afraid to get into the face of one of these foul little gremlins and to say, "You're an anti-white bitch," when she says racist. You're afraid of it because you are a bitch. So put your pants on. We're going to have some lessons, I'm afraid. Put your pants on. Use what works. And combat these gremlins, these gargoyles, with the only tools that work anywhere. And that's the concepts we wield in service to white well-being. It's psychological warfare. Why did you ever think you were going to win? And you have these people, You have these people talking about all of these other, it's going to be World War III. Oh, no, it's World War IV, I think it's World War V. Well, what about fifth generation warfare? I think this is maybe seventh generation underwater basket weaving warfare. Let's talk more about that before we ever actually do anything. Make sure you get your super chats in as well. Make sure you give another 700,000 before you commit suicide as we talk about how everything is horrible in the world. And then we scapegoat another group of humanity. Why don't we do that? No, why don't we win?